What's up guys, and welcome back with some more Arknights, and today we are going to be checking out Altars Ruined Arknights Anniversaries, but Silence Altar is awesome. Now, I feel like this is probably going to be a controversial video, isn't it? This is going to be controversial as hell. Oh my god, because some people think that the altars during Arknights Anniversaries have been great, some people don't think they've been great. I mean, you could go back to the freaking, the freaking Chalter situation, which we watched a video on that, and that was a whole mess on its own. Or you could look at other instances, like the current altar situation with Silence Altar and stuff, and how that looks really good. So I'm curious to see what Supa's going to say here, so as always, leave a like on Supa's video, subscribe to them if you haven't already, and the link to this video will be in the description box below. Excuse me, but let's see what we got here. I want to see if I'm going to agree or strongly disagree with this. And I don't have the audio on. Genius.
You know what? I'll be honest. I'll say it how it is. I won't mince words.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a truth dildo and school
And what?
you with it.
Uh-huh?
You're a minor. Silence Altar is fucking incredible. Holy shit, she genuinely reignited my hope and excitement for this game's future. I had a whole script planned for right after the 4th anniversary stream, all extremely negative, and how I am completely burnt out from altars.
Really?
I am tired, and I just roll my eyes whenever I hear there's an anniversary coming, because I know it will be another stupid-ass altar.
Nah. Nah. This dude didn't just... Wait, chat. Is this dude trolling? Quite possibly the most worthless unit ever added to this game. Chat, bro trolling, right? I know damn well, like, I had a feeling that part of this video was going to be controversial, but within the first 40 seconds? Nah, chat, he's just memeing, right? There is no way that you were saying Spectre Altar is what is quite possibly the most worthless unit ever added to this game. Ain't no way. I'm gonna take it as you're joking.
I know
right?
It will be another stupid-ass altar, but Silence Altar came to my house, slapped me in the face, kicked me in the shin, and called me a stupid little boy. This
yeah, you down bad.
Announcement really changed the outlook I had.
We're playing Monster Hunter World over there, Jesus.
And by the way, while everyone was shouting Sari Altar and Ifrit Altar,
I wasn't hearing Ifrit Altar. I was hearing a lot of Saria Altar people wanted.
I fucking called it. I knew it was Silence Altar, so call me a toilet because I saw that shit coming. It's like lowlight reached right into my gummy-addicted mind and saw all the things I didn't like about this game.
What?
And he said, "Alright, bitch, bet."
He doesn't like Texas?
Altar, he released the complete...
He doesn't like Texas Altar either? I saw that right? All the things I don't like about this game. What?
My gummy-addicted mind and saw all the things I didn't like about this
How?
game. And he said,
What?
"Alright, bitch, bet."
Oh, nah, you tweaking,
and
bro.
With Silence Altar, he released the complete antithesis of everything I was going to complain about in the original
Oh, no, you tweaking, bro.
And also a Destiny 2 collab.
I mean, I'm
which
hyped for the
left
Destiny 2
both of
collab.
us, the Arknights community and the Destiny community, completely confused and lost.
I mean, they did a Rainbow Six Siege collab. So, I mean, Destiny, I mean, it's another collab. Hell, they did a freaking Monster Hunter collab. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter what game they collab with. Like, what?
Still, I've had this topic in my mind for a long time. It's been in the kitchen cooking for a bit, and yet I fear it might come out like Ramsay making grilled cheese.
What the hell? That's a grilled cheese?
Say, which is, please, for the love of all that is holy, stop making so many altars, and if you do, make them like Silence. And I know what I feel about it, but
I mean, hey,
really can't
it's your
quite
opinion, my
figure
guy.
out how to express
It's
it.
your opinion.
And you might be saying, bro, you are a psychology student, just look at your notes. Shut the f up. So apologies if this video comes out to
I mean, you're starting crazy right now.
like a conservative man meeting a cute family.
You're definitely starting crazy, which I disagree with a lot of your points today, but respectfully disagree.
Is to analyze why me and many other players don't like the pre-silence altars. And
I mean, I heard why with Chalter Altar, which I mean, with Chulter, which I get, like, I get why people would be annoyed at Chulter. I understand that whole situation. But, like, Spectre Alter? Really?
Then, in contrast, we can look at Silence Alter herself, and why she's awesome. God, never in my life did I ever think I was going to make a video just sucking off an alter unit. If you know me, you know that my hatred for alters as a concept burns like my love for Gummy, which is equal to 1 million Elon Musk Starship explosions.
So you just don't like alters in general?
I'll start with what I think is the biggest problem.
Okay.
Most of these pre-silence alters just don't have a reason to exist.
Okay, so that's what pisses you off. So story-wise, that's what gets you mad. So for instance, like Chulter, which they just did it really for the hell of it. Like I said, I can get that point of view. I get that. But like, what the I mean, at least with the Gavio Alter one, it had like there was like a purpose to that one, right? With the whole mission that was going on. Even though the event was goofy at times, I mean, it got serious at certain points. But like, huh?
And now you will say, what do you mean? Beside Chuchum, the holiday tank engine, aka
La
who is
Creature.
literally just Chen in a bikini,
Right.
all the other alters have a lore reason for them. And that is true. My issue is that this lore reason shows up in the same event where the alter comes out. This means that pre-silence alters could self-justify themselves, and they could appear in our plane of reality like Spalter, where the writers clearly had no f***ing clue on how to make Spectre sane. So they just said that the Sia did some shiggy-wiggy plot convenience magic and now she's cured. It's like if Bubble Alter comes out, you wonder why the f*** there is a Bubble Alter, and in that same event where she comes out, you find out Bubble the Super Saiyan happened because she lost at Fortnite once. Hypergriff got to skip the setup, like Shining's sword that has been teased for half a century now. Or Gavial with her favorite pastime of beating the shit out of children. And they just put Texas in a suit because, woo, she had a secret deal with a furry wolf from DeviantArt. So every silence.
I mean, I can't speak. Okay, I'll say this. If you want me to be fair with everything that he's saying, I haven't seen what happens with Texas Alter, obviously, because event hasn't came out on Global. And then with Spectre Alter, which I have, and I love the unit. She's such a good unit. But like lore-wise, I didn't get to read Stultifera Novice because I was on vacation during that time. Anyways, so I'll give you that.
Like
those two, I don't know how the lore is for that.
They wanted an alter of, and then they backwards engineered a reason for it to exist. When in theory it should happen that a character has a lot of potential to grow, so you give them an alter. Which
I don't disagree with. I can agree with that, yeah. They should have, like you said, a lot of potential to grow, and then you give them an alter, give them a solid reason. I'm not going to disagree with that. But to say that the other alters are trash, though, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'll give you a pass on Chulter, because I understand that situation specifically, right? But it's like the other ones to say that they're garbage. I don't know. That's just crazy to me. That's just crazy to me. Like, I feel like they're useful units. I mean, you were talking about story stuff right now, though. So I'll try to think about story stuff right now and not think about the gameplay for the fact that they're actually really fun to play as and useful. So let's stick there.
This makes those alters, at least to me, feel like a cash grab first and a cool character second.
I mean, there's multiple ways that you could look at that. Because no matter what, any character that comes out in this game is going to be a cash grab because they want to make money off of new characters that are going to attract people. But I don't feel like Spectre Alter was scummy like how Chulter was scummy from what I saw. I definitely don't think that's on like the same wavelength. So that's my opinion on it. Like I said, I respectfully disagree with a lot of points in this video, but I'm not going to bash the dude for his opinion, but I will tell you what I think at the same time, and you can tell me whether you agree or disagree, but
like, they are just a tool for capitalistic gain on Hypergriff's end.
I mean, I could understand the point of wanting the characters to be written better in the story, sure. in order to get the altar, I could get that, you know?
Also
I understand that. But I
richer
definitely
thing.
don't think that they're like
Instead
garbage
of
or
giving
just
pre-silence altars to
like a
lesser
scummy
known
cash grab at the
operators
same
to
time.
expand their characters and flesh them out more, they give more attention to people who are already popular. Then there is the fact that, put it simply, if you see something a lot of times, you're gonna get burnt out. It's like
Depending on
those
the person.
internet artists that find one template that gives them clout and just do that over and over and
Depends
over
on the
again.
person if they find if they get burnt out. Because at least with my community, with Arknights and everything, I don't really hear people say that they're burnt out from the altars. If anything, they're extremely excited and stuff, and they end up liking the altars. Like I don't see like many people complain about the altars. No, I know I keep saying it in the video, but it's the example I'm going to use. The only one that I really see people complain, at least from my own community, and even outside of that, to be honest, is Chalter. Like, I haven't seen other people complain about the stuff that he is complaining about.
Wow,
Well,
you
continue.
made an operator put their face in the middle of Doctor's hands again? That is crazy. How did you even come up with that? So, to put it simply, since I know you are all ADHD-ridden zoomers with an attention span of a goldfish, pre-silence altars had these issues.
Alright,
They
let's
feel
break it down.
like cash grabs first and cool characters second.
I don't disagree with that all the way. Only partially agree with that to a certain
And
extent.
it's a rich
But
get
continue.
richer thing, with popular 6 stars getting 6 stars altars. They don't have a
Which, I mean, at the same time, it makes sense for characters that that a lot of people like to get an altar. I don't see that as a bad thing. I feel like that's better than them giving an altar to somebody that a lot of people wouldn't care about. I mean, in some instances, maybe that could work if they end up being really cool. But at the same time, people are going to want to get their favorite characters to get another version. That's like saying that it's scummy for people to get what they want, in a sense. You know, like, hey, you want another version of your character and it'd be really sick and everything? All right, if we give that to you, though, that's a cash grab, you know, it's going to be scummy. I mean, like, no matter what, like I said earlier, it's going to be a cash grab for any character that drops. Now, there's a scummy way of doing it, and there's a good way of doing it, you know? And I didn't see Spectre Alter as a scummy way, or Gavial as a scummy way. I thought it was sick. I thought it was really sick that the way that they did it. Like I said, that's just me though. That's just me though. I mean, I like the characters and everything, but I didn't get a scummy feel from it. Because I didn't see them like as being like completely broken like Chalter was. You know, they're very good units, but yeah, I don't know.
properly set up justification to exist. They justify themselves in their own events. So it feels like said reason to have an altar of them is backwards engineered, starting from who do we want an altar of. They leave a really bad taste in my mouth because of how corporate and soulless they feel.
No, you know, I'll give you another thing. For Spalter, right? Let's talk about well, no, not Spalter. Sorry, it was not Spalter. Sculter, right? Scatty Alter, right? Let's talk about this real quick. The version that they gave her, like her altar, was as if she went down like a bad crazy path. That's the whole thing that it was, right? Because it didn't happen in the actual story of Undertides, from what I remember, right? It's like a what if scenario. So it's like I could, like, for no proper setup, they could just justify themselves if that is the case with what I said, and that is true, which I believe it is. If like a what if scenario, sure, you could put that under there too, I guess, but I don't know. To me, it's not really that much of a big deal with it, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's like one of those things where, like, I could partially understand it for that instance too, though. I could. It doesn't like bother me like crazy, but I a little bit. I do get it. So there's that.
I didn't mention this, but as explained in the Arknights Changed video, it feels like they were really pushing the game into a more and more DPS direction. Looking at you, Texas and Yato. Again, didn't mention this, but these altars often took the limited operator spot, which only furthered the burnout. So, with all that established, Silence Alter took all that shit and threw it out the window, and is a complete antithesis of everything listed. She is awesome and I love her. Not as much as Gummy, but I love her. So here commences the Silence Alter is f***ing incredible, holy shit, she genuinely reignited my hope and excitement for this game's future. Part of the video. Silence Alter was easily the best option for a Rhine Labs Alter. Saria was the pure cash grab option. Ifrit could have been good, but still it's a 6-star Alter for a 6-star, so that is lame. And then Silence. Silence has been set up a lot for growth.
Which I agree with. Like, I'm happy about Silence Alter. I want that to be known. I was like, oh shoot, they actually did Silence? That's cool. I mean, I'm sure with the way that they are going to be writing the character and the story and everything, she'll be really good, have that growth she needs to have, and then, you know, you get the alter and everything. So I'm not mad. I want that to be clear, by the way. Like, I do get the points of what he's saying, where, you know, you want characters to be written a certain type of way for them to get an alter. I get that, you know? I still do get that. But, I mean, in some instances, whether it's like a Gavial alter situation, where it's not, like, as serious, it's going to be like that at times, too, you know? As long as it's not full on, I guess, like Chalter, where they just gave her the outfit, that it's fine, you know. As long as we're not like lazy as hell like that, because that's oof.
Rebellion against Rhine Labs were fertile ground for an alter unit, and there it is. So this removes the second and third issues. For once, this one really feels like an alter that Hypergriff planned out. It feels satisfying. So, I don't know, it feels good to have Silence have an alter. Like how
Which I agree.
It felt good when Lava got one. And I wasn't even much of a Silence fan. Secondly, she is welfare. Yeah, whole Walla Walla Bing Bang over here is the non-limited, and Mumu is the limited. They're just giving out Silence like how I give out candy laced with cocaine.
Which is it's a good way to switch it up, you know?
The fact she is welfare, implicitly, makes it impossible for her to be a cash grab. She's free.
Yeah, I mean, it mixes it up, which... I mean, I don't mind at the same time. That's good. That's good. I'm not going to argue against that.
5-star and not that popular compared to Saria and Ifrit. She also didn't take the limited spot given to Mumu, as I said, which really feels like back in the old days with W and Rosmontis. This removes issues 1, 4, and 6. We are left with 5, and look at that, she's a goddamn abjurer.
What?
Huh? When I saw that,
what?
I was utterly flabbergasted, just gobsmacked.
Bro said gobsmacked, I didn't hear that word in a while.
My core, and I had the fear of God put into me. Now, will she actually be meta? Let's say abjurers don't have a good track record,
oh boy.
But she looks amazing. She gives people Spectre's immortality on a welfare. It's not as broken as it sounds, because it needs some setup to make sure it triggers on who you want it to, but damn, that is good.
I mean, yeah, not every character needs to be unga bunga crazy meta. As long as the character is solid and there will be use for the character, where you could use them in like later stages still, like, you should be fine. You should be fine. It doesn't need to be like crazy meta. As long as the character actually will have use and help you in specific situations, the character is good, you know? That's fine with me. Not every character needs to be a Choto or a Surtur or a freaking Milnar or something. It doesn't need to be that every time. Just make sure they're still good, especially, you know,
like
they're gonna be a 6-star, yeah?
If she does end up being meta, which she probably will, that's great. Finally,
you go, it's a bonus then.
Unit other than Nightingale, Scalter, and Gomui that's worth poofing in meta teams. It was a long time coming. But it's not just Silence Alter, it's the really cool stage mechanics.
Oh, which I saw with the eyeball and stuff.
Non-alter limited operator. It's the super unique mechanic of said limited operator. I'll make a video sucking off Mumu soon too.
Oh my god.
It's Integrated Strategies 4 in Sami, with the whole creepypasta Local 58 vibe. It's the fact the event is in space. It's the flavor world building in universe adds. It's the credits Disney song.
Yeah.
Everything in
I mean, yeah, the
here
presentation was
feels
great.
like
I agree.
old Arknights, when everything presented was just oozing with passion from every pore. While events like Siracusano are certainly amazing, I never got that feeling of the developers' passion from them.
When I watched this, I definitely felt passion from it, but like I said,
Here,
respectfully disagree.
I can feel it. This
Respectfully
whole 4th
disagree.
anniversary livestream really felt like a return to form, a love letter to Arknights. So yeah, I am hopeful for the future, and I never thought it was going to be an altar to reignite it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And please make Gummy Alter just like this, thank you.
Bruh. Alright, so I give a round of applause for my dude. There was quite a bit of things that I didn't exactly agree with in the video, but at the same time there was points I get. I mean, the whole thing of how they did Silence was in a different way. We're gonna make her be free. We're not gonna make her be limited, right? Like, it won't take the limited slot and everything. We're gonna change up the type of character she is, so she's not just unga bunga DPS, right? So I personally think it's good to mix things up like that. I have no issue with that whatsoever. I'm excited for Silence Alter, honestly. I just don't agree. I just don't agree with the part of saying that the other altars are like garbage, basically. That's which was he was basically saying earlier in the video, right? I mean, hey, if that's how he feels about it, that's his opinion. That's how he feels about it. But yeah, it's like, I'll give you the pass of what you were saying for Chalter, and I could put Scatty in there, like, lore-wise and everything, but it's like, I have no issue with the altars being written in a good way. Like, obviously, everybody would want them to be written in a really good way, and if, you know, Silence Alter is the most satisfying one to you, and it makes you excited for the future of the game, that's good, you know? We all get hyped more in some ways than the others with specific things in games, so it's all good. But hey, we ain't gonna disrespect Spectre Alter. That was crazy disrespect. What the hell, dude? No, that was crazy. That was crazy. You know? And it's like I said earlier, like, all the characters that are, like, you have to actually pull for in the game are going to be cash grabs, no matter what they are. It's just you have to make sure it's not done in a super scummy way, which I didn't feel like those units, at least in my opinion, weren't done in a super scummy way. And like he said in the video, we're getting Silence Alter for free, right? So hey, we take it. We take those, dude. We take those. I think it is very, very cool, to be honest. But me personally, I wasn't feeling the burnout on altars. At least the altars that I have and everything, I really enjoy, and I feel like they're unique in their own way and stuff like that. So it's been, I mean, I've found them pretty cool, and I'm excited for the new update in the game once we finally get there. But to say, like, also to say that it doesn't have any passion, like the whole Seiya Kusano, how do you say that? Sorry if I said it wrong. Thing. I mean, like I said, once again, that's your opinion, but in my opinion, I felt like there was definitely passion there. But hey, my guy was fed up with how they were doing the altars. He got something different. We were both enjoying the same thing at the end of the day, just for different reasons. So hey, we were both enjoying Arknights. So yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you do agree with him, it's fine. If you disagree with him, that's cool too. Just don't be toxic. I mean, same thing over here. If you agree with me, cool. If you don't agree with me, it's cool too. Just be civilized when we discuss it. You know what I mean? So overall, I got some points in the video which I agreed with and other points didn't agree with, but hey, it's all good. This is how you have like a discussion about something and it be like civilized, you know? I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're a freaking idiot or whatever, or just start bashing a dude just because he doesn't like some units that I like or feels a certain type of way, like they're being cash grabs or scummy or whatever at certain points. So it's all good. But I see why y'all wanted me to see this video. It took a while for me to get to it, but I could definitely see why y'all wanted me to check it out. Did y'all think I was gonna go like ballistic and be like, what? How dare you? No, I can't let him slide with this. Hey, my guy, you have your opinion. I have mine. We're both enjoying the same game at the end of the day. Well, that word didn't come out right. Game at the end of the day, blah. But yeah, I'll read I'll read one comment over here. I hate to be that guy, but I disagree with several points you made. Rich get richer. Well, this is true for Scatty and Chen, and to a lesser degree, Neural Spectre and Texas. That is certainly not true for Gabio, Reed, and Igato. These last 3 alters were unpopular characters, or rather unpopular characters, and while I have to agree with no proper setup on these 3, that brings me to my second point, or as I like to call it, suffering from success. If a character has a proper setup with many lore events hyping them up, it's inevitable that they also end up becoming popular. You can't complain about characters having no setup and also wanting to have unpopular characters getting all the alters. They are almost mutually exclusive. The more characters are presented, the more popular they become. For example, if we were to get a Mostima alter, I wouldn't be surprised. She's heavily hinted to be holding back her powers, and since she was at the center of 2 separate events, she's also popular. Or Siege alter, she's the focus of the current main story, and it wouldn't surprise me for her to get an alter. What I mean is having a popular operator getting an alter doesn't make it bad writing or cash grab, which I agree, that's what I was saying. Popular operators are usually popular because they have a significant part in the story, and this is what you call a proper setup. I mean, I don't disagree with the guy's comment, you know? That's what I was saying. It doesn't necessarily make it a cash grab just because it is a character that ends up being popular and such, you know what I mean? It does not do that. It just depends about how the way you go about releasing the character, that you don't do it in a super scummy way and make them so unga bunga broken that you feel forced to get them or something like that. Or just throw them in the freaking story just for the hell of it like they did with Chalter, you know? So as long as you don't do it in a scummy way, it's fine. There's a lot of comments I could read about this, but I'll probably do it like later or something like that. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. So until the next one, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, Arknights Discord server in the description box below if you'd like to join. We do have the Arknights channel there, that's why I said Arknights Discord server. And yeah, this was a cool video to check out. It was quite interesting. But until the next one, appreciate y'all, love y'all, stay safe, and as always, don't do crack.
Be sure to subscribe to the Special K experience if you enjoyed this video. If not, you're going to Femboy IHOP.